Hello everyone. Welcome to UPSC Explainer 101. Today, we'll explore Chapter 11, Indian National Congress, Foundation and the Moderate Phase, from Spectrum. Let's dive in. Discuss the factors leading to the foundation of the Indian National Congress and elaborate on its early objectives. Answer. Historical context. The late 19th century socio-political milieu, marked by a rising educated Indian middle class, fueled the need for a political platform. Role of individuals. A.O.Hume, along with Indian leaders like Surendranath Banerjee, played a pivotal role in forming Inc. Early objectives. Democratic nationalism, to establish a platform for civic and political dialogue across India. Political education, educating Indians about their rights and duties. National unity, fostering a sense of unity transcending regional, religious, and caste divides. Influencing policy, presenting Indian grievances and demands to the British government. Analyze the safety valve theory related to the Incorporated's foundation and discuss its relevance. Answer. Theory explanation suggested that the British established the Inc. as a safety valve to diffuse growing Indian discontent. Extremist view, supported by leaders like Lala Lajpat Rai, who believed Inc. was a tactic to prevent a revolution. Historians' perspective. Modern historians argue that Inc. was an authentic platform for Indian political aspirations. Relevance. Understanding this theory is crucial for comprehending the early skepticism and later evolution of nationalistic sentiments. Evaluate the methods and achievements of the moderate phase of the Indian National Congress. Answer. Methods. Constitutional agitation, focused on lawful methods, petitions, and resolutions. Public awareness, creating an informed public opinion against colonial policies. Achievements. Economic critique, exposed the economic exploitation under British rule, notably through the drain theory. Constitutional reforms, advocated for more Indian representation and self-governance. Civil rights, highlighted the need for civil liberties and rights for Indians. Critically assess the limitations of the moderate phase in the Indian National Congress. Answer. Limited reach, focused predominantly on urban elite, with little mass involvement. Conservative methods, relied heavily on petitions and delegations, often seen as ineffective. British response, limited success in influencing British policies due to their conservative approach. Intra-party criticism, emergence of extremists within the party who demanded more radical approaches. How did the masses and the British government respond to the activities of the Indian National Congress during its moderate phase? Answer. Masses' response, limited awareness and engagement with Congress activities due to their elite focus. British government's response, initial indifference, initially dismissive of Congress's demands and activities. Growing hostility, as Congress's demands became more assertive, the government adopted a more hostile stance, particularly post-1887. Elucidate the socio-political context that led to the formation of the Indian National Congress, Inc., in 1885. Answer. Emergence of educated class, rise of an educated middle class in India, influenced by Western education and liberal ideas. Discontent with British policies, growing dissatisfaction with British economic and administrative policies. Unifying diverse groups, need to bring together various social, religious, and regional groups under a common political platform. Assess the role of A.O.Hume in the establishment of the Inc. and the concept of the safety valve theory. Answer. A.O.Hume's role. As a retired English civil servant, he played a crucial role in bringing Indian leaders together. Safety valve theory proposed that the British established the Inc. to prevent a larger rebellion, though this theory is debated among historians. Discuss the early objectives and methods of the Inc. during the moderate phase. Answer. Objectives. Promote political education among Indians, advocate for constitutional reforms and greater Indian participation in governance. Economic critiques of British policies, including the drain theory. Methods, petitions, resolutions, meetings, and lobbying for reforms within the constitutional framework. Critique the role and impact of the moderate leaders in the Indian National Congress. Answer. Leaders, Dadabhai Naoroji, Gopal Krishna Gokhale, etc., were prominent figures. Impact. They laid the foundation for the Indian national movement through constitutional methods and economic critique. Their approach was often seen as too cautious and limited to the educated elite. Analyze the achievements and limitations of the moderate phase in the context of India's freedom struggle. Answer. Achievements. Awakening national consciousness, initiating political dialogue, and exposing the economic exploitation by the British, limitations, failure to connect with the masses, over-reliance on British justice and morality, and limited immediate political success. Examine the British government's response to the Incorporated's activities during its moderate phase. Answer: initial indifference. The British initially disregarded the Inc. as a serious threat. Shift to hostility. As the Incorporated's demands grew stronger, the British response became more repressive, culminating in measures like the partition of Bengal. Discuss the relevance of the moderate phase in the evolution of the Indian national movement. Answer: foundation for future movements, laid the groundwork for future nationalist movements. Ideological development, helped in shaping the political and economic critique of colonialism. Transition to extremism, set the stage for the rise of more radical and revolutionary ideas within the freedom struggle. Prelims MCQs. Who was the first woman graduate of Calcutta University to address the Congress session in 1890? A. Sarojini Naidu. B. Kadambini Ganguly. C. Annie Besant. D. Vijayalakshmi Pandit. Answer: B. Kadambini Ganguly. What was the primary economic critique of British imperialism by the moderates? A. High taxation. B. Drain theory. C. Land revenue system. D. Import-export imbalance. Answer: B. Drain theory. What major administrative reform did the moderates demand? A. Abolition of salt tax. B. Indianization of government service. C. Independence of judiciary. D. Reduction in military expenditure. Answer: B. Indianization of government service. Which of the following is not a part of the moderate approach? A. Prayer and petition. B. Constitutional agitation. C. Armed rebellion. D. Persuading British public opinion. Answer: C. Armed rebellion. What was the nature of the legislative councils in India before 1920, according to the moderates? A. Fully autonomous. B. Important and a disguise. C. Controlled by Indian nationalists. D. Influential in policy making. Answer: B. Important and a disguise. In the context of the Indian National Congress's early phase, what was the main criticism regarding their approach towards masses? A. Over-engagement with the masses. B. Ignoring the role of women and lower classes. C. Focusing solely on mass movements. D. Complete reliance on mass protests. Answer: B. Ignoring the role of women and lower classes. How did Lord Curzon describe his ambition regarding the Indian National Congress in 1900? A. To support its growth. B. To assist in its peaceful demise. C. To transform it into a government body. D. To make it a part of the British administration. Answer: B. To assist in its peaceful demise. When was the Indian National Congress, Inc. established? A. 1875. B. 1880. C. 1885. D. 1890. Answer: C. 1885. Who played a key role in the formation of the Inc.? A. Mahatma Gandhi. B. A.O.Hume. C. Bal Gangadhar Tilak. D. Bhagat Singh. Answer: B. A.O.Hume. Where was the first session of the Indian National Congress held? A. Calcutta. B. Bombay. C. Delhi. D. Madras. Answer: B. Bombay. Who presided over the first session of the Inc.? A. Dadabhai Nauroji. B. Vomesh Chandra Banerjee. C. Gopal Krishna Gokhale. D. Motilal Nehru. Answer: B. Vomesh Chandra Banerjee. The safety valve theory regarding the formation of the Inc. was proposed by which extremist leader? A. Lala Lajpat Rai. B. Bipin Chandra Pal. C. Arbindo Ghosh. D. Subhas Chandra Bose. Answer: A. Lala Lajpat Rai. What was the main aim of the Inc. during its moderate phase? A. Armed rebellion. B. Complete independence. C. Constitutional reforms. D. Establishing Hindu supremacy. Answer: C. Constitutional reforms. Who among the following was not a prominent leader of the moderate phase of the Inc.? A. Bal Gangadhar Tilak. B. Dadabhai Nauroji. C. Firoz Shah Mehta. D. Gopal Krishna Gokhale. Answer: A. Bal Gangadhar Tilak. The Incorporated's moderate phase primarily focused on which method for achieving its goals? A. Violent protests. B. Constitutional agitation. C. Boycott and non-cooperation. D. Civil disobedience. Answer B. Constitutional agitation. The term drain theory, associated with the economic critique of British imperialism, was coined by A. Mahatma Gandhi, B. Dadabhai Naoroji, C. Jawaharlal Nehru, D. R.C. Dutt. Answer B. Dadabhai Naoroji. In which year did Kadambini Ganguly, the first woman graduate of Calcutta University, address the Congress session? A. 1885, B. 1890, C. 1895, D. 1900. Answer B. 1890. The Indian National Congress in its initial phase aimed to develop a nationalistic ideology against colonialism. This approach can be seen as A. a direct confrontation with British rule, B. an effort to establish complete independence, C. a method to educate and unite Indians on common political questions, D. solely a platform for economic reforms. Answer C. a method to educate and unite Indians on common political questions. The moderate leaders of the Inc. believed that British rulers were essentially A. just and fair, but uninformed about Indian conditions, B. oppressive and exploitative by nature, C. indifferent to Indian needs and demands, D. supportive of Indian self-rule. Answer A. just and fair, but uninformed about Indian conditions. The safety valve theory suggests that the Inc. was formed to A. promote Indian independence, B. act as a platform for Indian grievances, C. release the growing discontent among Indians, D. strengthen British rule in India. Answer C. release the growing discontent among Indians. The demand for Indianization of government service by the moderates was based on A. economic, political, and moral grounds, B. the need for complete independence, C. desire to eliminate British influence entirely, D. the ambition to establish a parallel government. Answer A. economic, political, and moral grounds. The moderate phase of the Inc. was characterized by a lack of A. economic critique, B. mass participation, C. nationalist leaders, D. political ideology. Answer B. mass participation. The Indian Councils Act of 1892, a response to nationalist demands, was criticized for A. giving too much power to Indian members, B. allowing unrestricted voting rights, C. not going far enough in meeting nationalist demands, D. completely ignoring the demands of the Congress. Answer C. not going far enough in meeting nationalist demands. The approach of the moderates within the Inc. primarily involved A. armed rebellion, B. constitutional agitation within legal bounds, C. directly challenging British authority, D. promoting religious and regional divisions. Answer B. constitutional agitation within legal bounds. Thanks for watching.